Morning, sunshines. Have a great day today. Anyway, I'm going to get into it. Um, it's not going to be that long. Not that I know. But anyway, um, just as the title is, did you ever ask? And the first one is, did you ever ask how anyone was doing? But anyway, um, whatever you ask yourself or think about, Spirit already knows the answers. Um, you know, I don't know why ones don't realize that. But anyway, this isn't for everybody, okay? This is, some of it is, even me. But let's get into it. Before you ever try to do whatever, think to do or do anything to harm, or you know how it is, just because, for fun, boredom, or someone told you, or just to get a reaction out of someone, or to see how long you could do it to get a reaction. You see, I know all what, uh, you know, people try, or how they do it, why, especially if they get paid to do something, but they really don't know why whoever wants them to do it. Or think those ones have your back. Hmm. Yeah, okay. If you say so. Did you ever ask why you didn't pick what you told yourself? As in, I will not go through what I did again, and I will help ones to recognize that, you know, that they are going through what you went through or whatever, and you helped yourself, or, you got help. So you wanted to go and help others that don't recognize. Did you ask yourself, what if I get caught? Who will have my back? What is it going to be like in prison or jail? I never asked anyone who was. Did you ever ask, if I do go to prison or jail and they find out what I did, and if any of them were their family or children or animals, or if they find out, oh yeah, I forced whatever on them, whatever how you did it. And much more. Did you ask yourself, which is better? Being in the world where no one will ever know I'm doing this, or in prison and owning accountability? Hmm. Well, doing it, just being in the world, or, you know, you think no one knows and you think you're free and clear? Hmm. Hmm. No. Especially if you messed with the wrong one because you don't know who they know, right? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever ask? Ask yourselves? Hmm. Especially when they have all of spirit, God, Jesus, the universe, etc. behind them. Which reminds me, did you ever ask? Hmm, why did I think that I could beat spirit or God or, whoever you think you know who is behind them in spirit? Did you ever ask yourself that? Hmm. Well, see, my family, and again, you will never know. You might think you do, but, and I, myself, we walk on holy ground, okay? Our homes, windows, doors, cars, etc. are highly protected wherever we are, wherever we walk, wherever we go. Our energy, vibes, souls, mind, body, spirit, chakras, auras, much more automatically know who shouldn't be near us. Whatever is tried, whatever you send or sent, and even if they are sent in place of anyone to do whatever for whoever sent you, will be known in public along with who sent. them. So ask, would you want to think you are safe in the public, the world, thinking no one knows what you are trying or doing, whatever else? Would you want spirit to use their force? Or would you want to get help the right way and help others? Go to prison and wonder if they'll find out what you did? Or just go and take accountability? Hmm. Well, either way, what you did, tried, you'll still get karma. And depends what you did. Will be how bad and powerful you receive that karma. Hmm. So ask, how would you want to live? By naturally, or by force? Stuff that's been going on, or what you're doing, whatever it is. Ask, do you want to live by right, truth, or wrong and lies? Ask, would you want ones to help you in doing right, has your back, stands up for you, or have ones put you in the middle of what they can't handle and won't have your back, tells you lies, speaks behind your back, uses your name, and etc. for you to take the fall? Do you want to be known as you stood up for others? You spoke up when you knew what was wrong and being done? Or be known you were part of whatever and you sat there and watched whoever doing whatever to ones that it could have been stopped. Ones who, are doing what's happening around the world and should be stopped. Ask, are you part of making peace, making it better, making a difference? Or part of making arguments with people among each other, wars that are unnecessary, harming people, illness, everything by force or doing whatever. Are you part of that? Or are you part of stopping all this? So ask, which one are you? Now, you know the list, what's happening, what is going on. Yes, it's with everything, like bullying, what field you're in, and much more. I mean, I'm not the only one who puts things up, with alerts and, everything. What's going on right in front of people. You're going to have that mindset of holding on to what you were told, uh, as, I don't know, whatever age. Oh no, let others speak up. I mean, it's one thing not to be a snitch or whatever. That's one thing. But this isn't really being a snitch, or I don't know how you would say it. This is, you know, people's lives and crap like that. We are someone. We are enough. We all have our own purpose, our own talent. We protect each other. We speak up of what's wrong and much more. So, which one are we? See, everyone knows all this. This is like another reminder of how easy it is and been that how things get started and how people can change other people's minds to go against someone. You see, back then, you know back, people held secrets, which they don't realize that, most of the time, they're not secrets anyway. They might have kept it really well, but it's not for long, you know, away from people, certain ones. But, it should have started with our grandparents, our parents, us, to teach our children and theirs and theirs and theirs. People don't realize when people say things to people, you know, they get it in there. But people don't realize they're saying almost the same thing to make people believe it. But ask, you know, it's up to you to recognize who tells lies constantly. This is an example, you know, I mentioned ones who lies, will do whatever to a person that they will be attacking later. Okay? So pay attention to that. They will say things to the ones that they're attacking. Okay? As in trying to get them, later on, stuck, ruin them, and whatever else. While people are around them, around everybody that didn't hear or see those ones. What they did to that person. So think about it. What really happened instead of judging, confronting, and whatever else to the wrong person. See, they'll go to the one that they're going to be attacking later. Say something to them where no one can hear or see what they do, but that person reacts. But everybody around hears that. And then, soon as people, come, the ones who did it will do something like that person did it to them. So, naturally, who are you going to believe? Obviously, the wrong one. Right? You're going to believe the wrong one. that they're doing, the the wrong ones that are doing things behind the one who you really should be believing. They're doing things behind their back and all of your backs. They set it up. So, are you going to, think about it? If that ever happened in front of you or whatever, and then all of a sudden, the person who you didn't believe, things started to change, you know, with them. Things started going wrong or whatever. Think about it. Huh, is that person doing something to them? What, why all of a sudden? And don't say, oh, maybe they're going through the karma and all that. People know the difference when something is actually being done to a person versus the karma that you're supposed to have. You know the difference. And people, some, do recognize who starts, but ignore. People do things just to, they think it's funny to get under someone's skin or whatever. But the whole entire time, it's all a setup to get people not to believe a person. So think and ask, did you ever do that? But then found out later the whole entire truth? But also ask, why do anyone, people, wait till the last second or when something happens and realize what someone has been going through because of someone else that was believed or groups because, they figured the one that you believed got groups to be involved to throw off, you know, off of them for a little, you know, ask, are you going to help stop what is happening? or be part of what's happening, then be hit. What is being returned? Bad and powerful karma. Ask. Ask yourselves. Now, it's not just ones who are doing stuff. I mean, I'm including myself. I'm speaking like for everybody. Ask yourself, you know, when something you feel like something and someone's telling you something and you know it's a lie or you really don't know if it's a lie or a truth, why don't you go and research before you go and join or be part of something you, well, some people will regret later, but some won't. But you get what I mean. I am not saying that life is, all, gumdrops and, whatever, or goody two shoes, and everything needs to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Perfect is what you know, see or think is perfect. But no one is perfect. No one is better than anyone. See, since I was a baby, I was always protected. And I was working, even though I didn't know what was going on. Because I know past lives. Even though you just didn't succeed last, past life. And you're not succeeding this time. I am not going anywhere. But I will not have the world being destroyed and people's lives being destroyed or whatever for no reason. It should be all natural, not forced. God has a plan for all of us. Where does it say that everybody needs to copy each other, be exactly like each other? Now that's boring. That right there is boring. I remember a show, I didn't watch all of it, but only bits and pieces. I can't remember the name. think the actor Jim, I think. I can't remember. But anyway, he didn't realize that he was in this, I don't know, illusion or whatever it was. I can't remember. But everybody was exactly the same. And then I don't know what happened. Um, when I put it back on, I mean, when I put the TV back on, that's when I watched, but not all the time. When I put the TV back on, the show is at the end. But I guess, I don't know, he realized it and there was a way out and it ended when he got out. I don't know. It's called reality. Real, okay? Stop taking things off of movies and shows. God gave them an idea to create something for everybody to, to watch, enjoy. I mean, some, you know, what might be like, in real life and all that. Like I said, some turns out, some don't. That's life. But it's up to you how it turns out. We are human, all of us, okay? Whatever how you want to say it, it doesn't matter. I don't care, you know, as Jesus, he didn't care what religion we were, what race, etc., whatever. It don't matter. We are here to make things better, not destroy. Do things with common sense, not live in, I don't know, that unless people say it out loud, it don't make sense. But unless you don't hear someone saying it or you don't say it out loud, this way you could hear it, it all makes sense. You get what I mean. Cinderella meeting Prince Charming or whatever. That could be real, but it's how you make it real. You don't need to get what you want by harming or whatever anyone, especially if people don't know each other or, you know, you don't need to compete with anybody, especially you don't know them or they don't know you. You know, maybe if things, could have went your way or whatever you wanted, Maybe if you stopped doing things that you know you're not supposed to, you could have had it. Everybody has a place where they're supposed to be. Because wherever it is, whatever you do or whatever, that is good. It all comes together anyway because we're making it better. We are all making a difference. We are part of all that. We protect each other. We stand up. To the ones to put them in their place. To remind them that we only surround with good, not negative, not negativity, not BS. I'm not saying people can't have fun or whatever, but everything has a limit or, into doing things. Or how far. You don't do things, risking anyone to get harm, hurt or blank or whatever. You all get what I'm trying to say. So ask. And start taking in or taking back your faith, as in believing in yourself, your inner child to help guide you, spirit, your angels. Everybody has spiritual angels, guides, your loved ones, Jesus, God, whoever, the universe. I can't, I can't say who, you want to speak to, but know the difference. I mean, good always wins anyway. And like I said, and I've been saying, the light and the dark knows they can go so far. And whatever, how many times. But it's all done naturally. The light and the dark. It's not forced. It's to help you to learn and recognize things. So ask yourselves, Because remember, you don't know what people go through. And if you do, because you've been there, why would you do it to someone else? I mean, if you're doing it to someone else to cover up what's going on with you, or whatever it is, to transfer from you to whoever because you want company, or, oh, I don't know, as people are doing it, you know, giving your energy to them, you're taking their energy or whatever, and don't care until what? Everything starts to return back to senders. See, some with people, it will take a little while. And in my case, I just, I just was like hoping that I was able to help, you know, and make it better. Not that, it was going to last, being in contact with each other or whatever. I know that doesn't last, but I was hoping that I was able to help for you guys, whoever it is, to do on your own and to help others. But now, no, because of what you did. Now no one gets any chances. I don't care if you're new, old, whatever. And it automatically gets returned. Automatically. Because you have no idea. And I told you, I mean, I think it's up to 12 now. Orders were sent out, signed, sealed, and delivered by God. And the judges have them. And much more. And I just recently did something too. And what I do, or anybody, is none of your business. When people say they are private, that means private. How would you like it? People got into your business, into your life, you know, to mess things up. You wouldn't like it, right? You would know right away, right? And you will do. So if you don't like what you are putting out, then you better not put out. Because I learned from you guys. You can't imagine what I learned. I learned How to be petty? Very little. I still don't know how. I learned how to be a beach that I still don't know, but apparently I can be one. But I know one thing I can do if I really wanted to. Like you tried to ruin me. Well, expect it. What you will receive. See, when I say you messed with the wrong one, I meant that. So ask, what would you rather be doing? And how or be part of? Ask. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. And everyone, thank you for listening. I hope it helps. And if anything triggered, as the saying goes, it was meant, but not to trigger if you're not doing anything. So don't make it fit thinking that I'm saying that you're doing something. No, I said to ask before you do anything that you know is wrong. But for the ones who are doing it, they should have asked themselves. Because I said that way back. This is just a reminder. But for everyone. So, again, thank you, everyone. And as I, say, you guys have a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is. And remember, you're the sunshine. Go out there and make it shine. Lift people up. And more we do that, what? More the enemies break down. They don't like it. And when they don't like it, they're going to have to learn their lesson one way or another by whatever gets returned and what karma they're going to go through. So anyway, thank you. Ciao.